Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Pikel with League of Items, and today was pretty unfortunate because I feel like I did a good job explaining in Discord what I thought was going to happen or what I thought could happen, and I just didn't have the right combination. And Sunning was really disappointing. So before we go on to tomorrow stuff, let's take a look at what I said yesterday. So first up is a Freak of Freaks against Live Sandbox. I said, I'm a little surprised the line is as close as it is, and I wish LSB was a bigger dog because I'd like to pick them as a live dog, meaning pick them as in bet on them. A Freak of Freaks has looked better, but their loss to DRX is a big red flag for me because of how they lost those matches. A Freak of Freaks also won a slate recently, so I expect ownership to be higher than it should be. I prefer Bang over Fly and Root over Fate largely for meta reasons, meaning that 80 carries have the chance of just going off insanely, which we've been seeing because of the Kaisa and Samira being in the meta. Like, they're kind of playmaking 80 carries where you can have a lot more influence, specifically in picking up kills, which that's just the way it is. So 80 carries are really good right now for DraftKings scoring, in my opinion. The crazy thing is that Root didn't even play, so that was tilting, I'm sure, for a lot of people who didn't wake up and check their lineups. That's part of the reason why you have to do that and you have to be diligent. But I mean, I never would have guessed in a million years that they would have made that swap. But it ended up working out for them. So good call by them. DRX against Nongshim. I love Peanut, but Nongshim has had low kill totals in wins and big death totals in losses. I hate DRX with a passion, but they make a ton of sense on this slate. There isn't a huge edge in the top lane. Pyosik is similar to Peanut in terms of upside. Solka and Bay are probably about even, and the bot lanes are both league average. My concern is that both of these games are low kill score, but I think that will be a pretty common take today, which makes me want to get exposure, probably better as secondary stacks. And then in general chat, at some point I said I said scares me how much DRX I have, and it's because I had a lot of them. Most of my teams were Invictus Gaming, DRX, and Sunning. So if Sunning won that last match, I probably have a really good chance at winning first place, but my best lineup ended up coming in 25th. I ended up losing money on this slate, which sucks because I had a good read on what was going to happen. I just didn't have the right combination, and Sunning was disappointing. So that just sucks. I had Wink, Kingen, Jun, Rookie, Baolan, and DRX. The winning lineup was a 4-3 with Fate and Leo from LSB. So this person must have. Oh, they put in 128. Wow. So they max entered this, I guess. Yeah, max entrance was 150. I don't know if I've ever seen that name before. Nice win though. So back to the picks from yesterday. IG versus E-Star. Invictus Gaming is a big favorite, and they should be. I think E-Star will be popular because everyone hates IG. I do want to get exposure to ZS when he pops off. Jun and Rookie are better than Hacker and Irma. Bot lanes are about even. Overall, I do prefer Invictus Gaming and will have considerable ownership. Meaning myself, I will have considerable ownership. And then last, I said Sunning and Rare Atom is very interesting to me because that's not proper English. I should have said are very interesting to me because everyone was high on Rare Atom coming into the season and Sunning had questions. Now Sunning has beaten Top Esports and had a questionable loss against RNG. Rare Atom lost to Top Esports in their only match of the season, but they were expected to lose, so I don't think that most people will downgrade them. This leads me to think Sunning should be completely fine and win easily, but typing that out scares the shit out of me. I will have more Sunning than Rare Atom, but I'll probably have at least one Rare Atom lineup. And I did. But I think I wonder how well that lineup did. It should be the last one I made. I could have swore I made one. 2020. 19, 18, 21. Yeah, 21. So I did Rare Atom with Invictus Gaming. The first place lineup had DRX with LSB. So definitely a good lineup. These are good lineups that this guy's putting out because they are with underdogs. If you're going to do 150 lineups, a big chunk of those can be sorry, had to answer a text for work. But yeah, good lineups. So that's it for yesterday. Let's take a look at tomorrow's matches. So let's do Korea first. T1 against Gen.G and Damwon against Fredit Brion. So Damwon over Fredit Brion, you don't even have to think twice about that. Damwon is going to be very expensive. That's interesting. Barrel's very low. This seems like a good price. That seems like a high price. But this barrel being right here is good because we're assuming that they're going to get the game not played bonus, which is nice in this meta, and you get some salary savings. So like if there are World Elite stacks or RNG stacks that barely miss by like within 400, I can try to get down to barrel and see if that makes the lineup much better. So first up we have Kana against Rascal. I prefer Kana, but Rascal had a really good match last time that he played. Elim against Clid. Clid is the better player long term. I think that Elim is okay. I'm not sure if we can trust Elim to play all 3 games, though. It's much more likely that Clid plays all 3 games than Elim if it goes 3 games. Because T1 always just scares me like that. Faker and Closer against BDD. I'm not sure who's going to be starting tonight, but luckily this is the 3 a.m. match, so we should know who T1's going to play in their first game. Still kind of scary, but that's an even lane. Guma Yusi or Teddy against Ruler. Gen.G's bot lane is better, I think, based off of what we've seen for the past couple of years with Ruler. But maybe Guma Yusi is just like a next level player, and Keria is very good. So that'll be a very cool matchup to watch. I think that it's going to be a fun series to watch. People are going to make wild statements after we see who wins, and it'll be overblown, and in reality it's just one series, like not a big deal, but people are gonna make it seem like it's the end of the world for whichever team loses. It's a tough matchup for me to kind of think through because I want T1 to win. I like T1. I consider myself a T1 fan. But it's a tough match. So I think for DraftKings purposes, I think Gen.G might be a little bit more popular, but the prices are so close. I think we'll see a surprising amount of ownership on them today, both of them. I don't really have a good take on which side I think is going to win because like I am aware of my bias. So that's basically that. World Elite against Thunder Talk. There's no sense in even talking about that. If you can fit in World Elite players, you're just going to assume that they're going to win 2-0, and it's possible, and that's good enough for me. I'm not going to play Thunder Talk Gaming. If Thunder Talk Gaming upsets World Elite, then End is the highest scoring team on the slate, then I'm going to lose money, period. Damwon against Bro, same thing. So World Elite and Damwon, you're going to have those players in your lineup no matter what. So it's really, what do you think about the first match? And then what do you think about the last match? So RNG against OMG. OMG is using a backup top laner, I think. which is kind of surprising. So they're not even in the player pool. So I don't know anything about Bright. Wei or Xiaolongbao against Aki. I prefer the RNG side of that. In the mid lane, Cryan or Wuming. I think that's probably closer than people think, but RNG has so many different advantages. It's going to be tough to roster OMG. So it's really, who do you like here? There. Not there. T1, Gen.G, World Elite, Damwon Gaming, RNG. If you think one of the other underdogs is a live dog, then go ahead and play them. You're probably going to be alone. Not alone, but there's a lot of ownership. Out of those underdogs, I do like OMG the most. I think that it's not that hard to get one of those players or two of those players into your lineup and just hope that they win to be different. But I'm not going to play that for a large chunk of what I'm running out today. Minus 2,500. Minus 1,100. And that seems about... They're just trying to make you not want to bet on it while still posting a line. So that's really it. There's not a ton to go through today. Figured I'd just make a quick video. Let's see the relative pricing. This might actually be helpful today. All right. So Damwon is the most expensive in almost every role. Let's see. Barrel. Let's just give everybody a taste. So you can do Damwon with T1. Damwon with Gen.G. So I think all these lineups are going to be pretty popular. All of these lineups are going to be barely used at all. So that's that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. World Elite with T1's possible. That'll be interesting. The thing is, you're not going to, even though you're going to use Gen.G or T1 as your secondary stack, you're not going to feel good about having their team, top lane, or support because of the, you really want them to go 2-0. Whoops. For RNG, you can get down to T1. 80 carries are more expensive than mid laners. We're probably going to get a slate soon where mid laners outscore 80 carries, but I'm pretty sure so far this season 80 carries have done much better than mid laners. Their kill upside, it's a lot easier for an 80 carry to get 10 kills than it is for a mid laner to get 10 kills right now, just based off of the champions that players are using. But yeah, that's basically it. I don't know how much I'm going to play tonight. I'll probably make 10 lineups. But I'm a little upset about yesterday. Yeah, so that's it. Make sure you check out Patreon, Twitter, Twitch, Discord, YouTube, all those things. That's all I got for you. I'll talk to you later.